सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः।
श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। मुरली मनोहर राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। मुरली मनोहर राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। शंख चक्र गदाधर राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। शंख चक्र गदाधर राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। वृंदावन मन विहारी राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। वृंदावन मन विहारी राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल, राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोपाल। हरिओम।
1.5 minute बचे।
जय गुरु ओंकारा, जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकारा। जय गुरु ओंकारा, जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकारा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा, हर 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 महादेवा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा, हर 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 महादेवा। हर 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 महादेवा, हर 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 महादेवा। शिव 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 सदा शिवा, शिव 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 सदा शिवा। जय गुरु ओंकारा, जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकारा। ओम।
Good, Maharaj. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम श्री गुरु हरि ओम। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः, गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं तं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं Samasrajana Kalyani Viratan Karuna Namami Chidimayam Evam Sadguru Brahma. God covered by Maya is the word. But when God is covered by Maya, he does it instead. Therefore, he never forgets his God. He knows the plurality, the duality, all that he sees is created by him for his own enjoyment. Like the dreamer being aware that he's a dreamer in dream. That is God's way. God is, while dreaming, he knows he is dreaming. Man, that is one of the dream characteristics in man. He forgets that he is God. One of the dream characters is man. He forgets that he is God and therefore sees plurality, sees good and bad, sees punya and papa, right? Sees bondage and liberation, right? And with these things, he suffers because they cannot go alone. Wherever you want bondage, liberation, you have accepted you are in bondage. I want liberation. That means you accepted you are in bondage. Punya, same thing. And all these big insecurity and sorrow. So, if you want to enjoy immortality, free from sorrows, bliss, you have to know you are not different from God. You are not different from God. That alone doesn't help. You are not different from God. All others are also not different from God. All others are also not different from God. You know, some good devotees, excellent people, highly devoted to God. They say, I have been badly treated by this man, I have been cheated by this man, I should teach him a lesson. You have lost your peace. You have lost your. What else is the way? Know that he is also God. What he has done to you, you need it. What he has done to you, you need it. Therefore, neither is he bad, nor are you good. It all has to happen. But God has given you intelligence. So don't mix up the understanding of truth and the transactional world are different. Understanding earring, chain, and bangle are all good. It's okay. But you cannot put chain as the earring. Some people may do. Understand? Because they're so big, unipurpose. Right? So utility varies. Electricity is one. But through different gadgets, it is breeze, it is sound, it is heat, several things. So don't mix up. Do not judge anybody. If this few minutes I'm going to say, if anybody makes a note and leaves, they are liberated. Do not judge anybody, because everybody is God walking inside himself, detaching from the false word. Each one is in different stages. That is all. Nobody is bad. Nobody is bad. Understand that. Don't judge anybody. Love all. But protect your interest. That is the very one. Transaction. You have to protect your interest. Electricity is, I told everything, right? It gives you heat, it gives you light, it gives you breeze, it cooks your food. But can you have it? You can have only once. You can hug it only once. Right? So therefore, transactional world have to behave as per the normal guidelines using the intellect. But in your understanding, you have to know everything, everybody is an expression of that God. Nobody is bad. What happens when you know this? You are not unnecessarily making waves in your mind. You are only dealing with the present. What should be done to protect yourself from him? But unwanted waves you are not making. You are not making unwanted waves. And therefore, you are liberated from all your concepts, your mind, and when you have done that, you are gone. So this whole science of Vedanta is to make man realize that he is essentially God. That is all the purpose. Yes, there are lots of people who can talk math better than me, right? Can give lectures on Geeta for non-stop. 5 years, 10 years. Somebody took Geeta 10 years. I finished all Geeta classes for 40, 45 days classes. Somebody has taken for 10 years. You understand? There are people who can do that. But it doesn't help. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa beautifully said, he has not studied any scriptures. But straight to the point, what is Geeta? Turn it upside down, Tagi. What is Tagi? Yag. Renounce. Renounce the idea that you are different from God. That's all. Tagi. Understand? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to know. That is all you have to do. That is all you have. When you do that, you see the plurality, you see the, you know the whole thing. This again, people can give lectures. Whole thing is Maya, not real. No, it is very much real. Then Shastra says world is not real. It doesn't say. Shankara says Jagan Mithya. Mithya is not unreal. Mithya is not unreal. It is real. Then what? Then why the world is what? It's also God. That's all you have to know. It is Mithya as you are seeing it. As you are seeing it. Essentially, that is also God. When you accept that is also God, where are the agitations? Where are the agitations? Agitations come when you see differences. Agitations come when you see differences. Yes. And when you see the oneness, no agitations, therefore no confusions, therefore no insecurity, therefore mind settled. He doesn't waver, he doesn't see plurality. It's called a steady mind. It sees only God. That steady mind is called Sthita Prajna. Steady mind is called. That is the last 18 slokas of chapter 2. Gandhiji's favorite slokas is 18, everyday prayer meeting, and some prayer verses in 11 chapter. These 18 verses and some prayer verses in 11 chapter. The best in literature. You can't get, I will explain to you while I am doing why best in literature, you can't have parallels anywhere. I will explain that and substantiate why it is so. So to go before that, he is now trying to tell us who is Sthita Prajna, how does one become that, is the topic. We had done up to 51. Yes. Up 51 done. 52 we had to take. Yada te mohakalidam buddhihi viditarishyati tata gandhasi nirvedam srotavyasya srotasya yada when he your buddhihi intellect mohakalidam, that the delusion created by your ignorance. Vyatitarishati crosses that delusion of plurality, duality. Tata kantasi nirvedam. Then you become indifferent to srotavyasya, srutasya, to what you have heard and what you feel you should hear. You feel you should hear. Nannanagar, there are hotels giving morning breakfast, fantastic breakfast for 49.50 rupees. Right? Does it interest you? You don't need it. And you can't go there for that. You don't need it. You can't run for that. Then what happens? You have become indifferent to that. When you do not need it, you have become indifferent to that. When the experiences of the world you have known all are finite, useless, how will you get attached to that? How will you get attached to that? You are dreaming and you know you are dreaming like God. You are dreaming and you know you are dreaming like God. Will you be excited with the lottery getting 10 crores? Will you be excited that your house is going for auction? Depressed while you are dreaming and you know you are dreaming. Both makes no difference. You are getting 10 crores or your house going for auction, both make no difference. Why? Because you know it is all moha, delusion. And you've gone beyond that because you are dreaming and you know you are dreaming. So also this word, when you know It's all a delusion, illusion, finite. And whatever I want is the very thing that takes away my freedom and gives me sorrow. There is not one thing in the world which can give you sorrow for which you have no value. There is not one thing in this world which can give you sorrow for which you have no value. So a person who has known what is real, what is apparent. I didn't say unreal, because there's nothing unreal. World itself is God. But as you are seeing, it is not real. As you are seeing, it is not real. So it's called apparent. It's called apparent. That's called Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Jivaha Brahma Eva Na Paraha. The world individualities are not different from Brahma. The various lead characters are not different from the waker. When you know that nothing excites you or depresses you in the dream, so is the state of Jnana. Somebody comes and says, so I believe you are this, you are that, you are that. This man sits quiet because he knows all that is useless. Whatever you are saying, this, you have a value, so you are saying. You have a value. Or the reverse, sir, I believe you are a scoundrel, you are a rascal. He could quit. He doesn't even justify it. Says, why should I not be? Why should I not be a scoundrel and a rascal? Because whole thing is unreal. Right?
Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's all BMI. Right? I'm not a BMI. Perception. That I am a scoundrel rascal is your perception. And my trying to say no and justify is my perception. Is my perception. And therefore it says the man goes indifferent to what he has heard or what he is going to hear. These two words, heard and hear. That means he has heard that this or material world is number one. Come on, come to Vedanta classes. Right? He has heard it. Yes, heard it. It's all useless. Come to Vedanta. Then comes here. So what have you heard? I heard 18 chapters. Oh, but you have not heard Upanishads. So you feel, no, I have heard Geeta, I have not heard Upanishads. Then somebody had Geeta Upanishads. Did you hear Brahma Sutras? And somebody had all the three. Did you hear Bhashya? Shankara Bhashya? Somebody that did you read Ramanuja, Matva? You understand? You get disturbed every time. You get disturbed every time. For a man who knows whatever is spoken, whatever is written is still not proof. He is not disturbed. That's called what you have heard or what you will hear. This man is indifferent. And it's a representative term, not merely what you have heard and hearing. Whatever you have experienced, whatever you should experience, both has no value. Both has no value. You know, 12 days we were in Siddhabad, it was heaven. It was heaven. But somebody asked, in spite of you. Right? So it's experience. And somebody says, you have no value to that. Right? And somebody says, you must go to Kailash. You must go to Kailash. From there onwards, agitation. Kailash, 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 Kailash. The man who has known God, who knows truth, where he stays is Kailash. Where he stays is Siddhabari. Where he stays is Uttarakanshi. Wherever he stays is same thing with all experience. He is not excited with some experiences, nor feel inadequate for not having some experience. This is a man of steady wisdom. When will you get it? When you see the truth. When you see the truth. Supposing there is an elephant, a few blind people are touching it. One man says, oh, it's a rod. It's a ball. Is he telling lie? It's like a wall. But is it the truth? No. There is some truth, some untruth. Somebody says, no, it's a pillar. Some truth, some untruth. No, it's a rope when it touches the tail. Some truth, some untruth. When he speaks complete truth, when he sees the everything, after that will he have confusion? It's a wall, it's a pillar, it's a rope. You don't have. Similarly, when you have known experience this truth, you will have no more confusions about yourself, about God, about the world, about what is good, about what is bad, about what is immortality, what is mortality. Once you experience that, that's what's the perspective. Same thing he puts in a different way in the next sloka. Suti Vitra Viprannade Yadhastas Nicchala Samadhav Achala Tada Yoga Mavapsasi. Because you must remember the sequence. Arjuna was perplexed, confused, despondent. To him, Krishna has given the teaching of the self in the beginning, right? Then he has also given him the technique through Karma Yoga. Technique of integrating the mind and intellect, not to get lost in confusions. That's called Karma Yoga. That's called Yoga too. That is called Yoga. Unless it is very important, please cut it off. Huh? Okay. Right? So he was confused. And Krishna gave him the knowledge of the self and how to reach. The knowledge of the self is called Brahma Vidya. How to actualize it's called Yoga Shastra. It's called Yoga Shastra. So he now says, when will you reach that state aimed by yoga, integration, meditation? He says, Suti Vipratipanade, when you listen contradictory statements of something, Yadhastasya Nischala, when your mind is steady, quiet, calm, Samadho Achala Buddhi. That Buddhi, intellect, Achala, motionless, Samadho is in the Samadhi state means see, not waves. There are no waves. There are no waves. tada yogam avapsasi. Then you have reached that state. Then you have reached that state. Otherwise, every small thing can unsettle you. Every small thing can unsettle you. Because you have value. When you have a value for something, you have become a slave to that. You have become a slave. Then Arjuna now, practical man, as Guru says, he wants proof. You have said that, okay. You have given me Brahma Vidya, you have given me Yoga Shastra, you have also told me what is the goal. Now, I want to get it because I'm a king. A king should get the best. If he sees Kamadenu, he should take it off. Vishwamitra did. Sahasrabahu Arjuna did. If he sees beautiful girl, he must kidnap it. King. That's his authority. Everything is his. Some good house, he must take it. Some good people will take it, at least pay something. Some people will not even pay. That is the king's this thing. He should get the best. He should get the best. So Arjuna is saying, now you have said this, I must get it. So he is asking questions, how to get it, what are the various things involved in that. He is asking the question. Arjuna uvaja hita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhi satya keshava sitati prabha seta vimasita prajeta kin. Arjuna asks, this hita prajna, what you've been talking, man of steady wisdom, ka bhasha, what is his definition? Ka bhasha, is he Hindi or Tamil? No. Ka bhasha means, what is the definition? Ka bhasha, samadhi dasya kesha. What is the state of equanimous, steady wisdom? How is it done? Definition. Then what is the state of mind? Sitati kim prabhaseta. This man of steady wisdom, how does he speak? Kim asita, how does he see? Kim rajeta, how does he know? That is, he has asked definition, he has asked the mental state, he has asked his physical signs. Physical signs. You are talking about Brahma Vidya, highest. You are asking, how does he walk? How does he see? Stupid looks. It's not so. He's not so stupid as that. When he said, Himasita, how does he think? Means when he is alone with nobody else, not doing anything, how does he behave? Kim Brajeta, how does he move? When he is doing work, moving, when he is doing work and moving amongst objects and people, how does he move, with what attitude, with what relationship? Sitadihi kim prabhacheta. How does he speak? Speak means respond. Asita means alone, when he is not relating. Rajeta, when he is moving in. Prabhasheta, how does he respond? Or how does he even speak also means how does he act, respond. Asita, when he is alone. Rajeta, when he moves. What are the signs by which I recognize? Yes, Sita. Why does Arjuna ask? How does it help? Because you should get the best. How does it help? We can emulate. If you say this is like that, this is like that, you can emulate. You can emulate. Therefore, Arjuna is asked. And Bhagavan says, one didn't say this time. First he said you are stupid. No, he is not saying you are stupid. But the answer he gives makes him realize I'm stupid. Because the answer has nothing to do with what he has asked. In the beginning, later it will come. The answer, you see, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Prajahati Yada Kama, Sarvan Partha Manogata, Atmaniyeva Atmana Pustaha, right? Prajahati, when he casts off, Yada, when he casts off, Kama, all desires, born out of mind, imagination, wishful thinking. So that is the state. I don't want. Cast off all desires. Then what for? Stupid, should I be a stone? Why do I need it? He says, no. Atmaniyeva Atmana Pustaha. You, whatever you get through kamas, desires, are kamas only, not full stops. Kamas means finite. Kamas means finite. And this man gets the infinite. How? By knowing himself. He gets the infinite joy. Therefore, he is happy in himself, by himself. He doesn't depend upon kamas, and therefore he casts it off. Casting off desires is not a negative state of suppression. It is a state of rising above the need for it, found fulfillment. Desires you have when you have inadequacy. When you are full and complete, you need not have desire. So, when you cast off desire, means no inadequacy. No inadequacy means you are full. You are full means you got the knowledge. When in ignorance you feel you are the body, mind, intellect. Because of the feeling you are the body, mind, intellect, you are insecure, inadequate, and therefore desires. So when he says cast off desires, means the root cause ignorance is not there. Ignorance is the cause of desires. So when you cast off desires, the cause of desires is not there. Atmaniyeva Atmana Puttaha Vitaprajnasta Doshtate. That is the man of case, not what you said, how he speaks, how he sits, how he walks. Basic thing for such a man is he has cast off all the desires because he is full and complete. And then, okay, that's the definition. Now he is asking, how does he respond? How respond when moving? Or alone, something comes to him. When moving, responding. He is sitting quiet, he is not moving, but some experiences come, good and bad, joys and sorrows. How does he respond? While moving, how does he respond? While himself is there, joys and sorrows come. What is his attitude? Dukkeshu anudvigna manaha sukeshu vigatasvaha vita raga bhayakyodaha sipahini mudashakyati. Munihi means one who has 24 inches beard. Muni. Beard and hair flowing 20 feet. Is it called a Muni? No. In Sanskrit, Muni means Manana Silava. One who contemplates is called a Manana Silava. He is called a Muni who Dukkeshu Anudvigna Manaha. When sorrows come, he is not unduly perturbed. Doesn't say, not perturbed. We are sitting here. We heard there was a major accident on that road. 3-4 people died. 3-4 people died. all Maya. When you sit, you have to feel a little, you are human. But because it is not yours, you are not unduly perturbed. But if it is related to us, unduly perturbed. What makes the difference? Incidence is the same. Ahankara and mamakara. Ahankara and mamakara. What is ahankara? I am this body. Mamakara what? These are mind. These are mind. So he doesn't think he's the body. He doesn't think all these bodies are related to me. Therefore, he is not unduly perturbed. Understand? He's not unduly perturbed. Just like you and I here, there is an accident, 1 minute, then you come back. Right? Dukkeshu, Sukkeshu. You know, my son came, ran in Z. All Maya. You understand? You have to say, so happy. Understand? We are happy. But don't be lost in that, because getting a rank, getting Nobel Prize, still doesn't make you a complete person. You understand? Still doesn't make you a complete. So therefore, this man is neither unduly perturbed nor elated when the opposites come to him. Dukkha, dukkha. And why? Because he doesn't think he's the body. And therefore, he is not attached to anything. Geeta, raga, having cast off attachment. Aya, krodha, all are same thing, different expressions. When you think you are the body, ignorance. Out of ignorance, you have attachment because you are inadequate. And when you have attachment, fear of losing it, bhaya. And when there is an obstruction to that, krodha, anger. All are ignorance expressing in different ways. Ignorance and the body makes you get attached. And fear of losing it. And anger when there is an obstruction. All of them are not for him. And he is basking in his own glory. Atmanayeva atmana pushpaha. Yaha sarvatra anabhisnehaha tat tat prapya sudhasu na adhinandati na dveshti tasya prajna prakriti. So, same thing, put it in a different way. Yaha, one, sarvatra, everywhere, anabhisnehaha tat tat prapya sudhasu. First thing you can take it when you are and see Sukha and Dukkha. This thing, you are sitting quiet, but Shubha comes, Dukkha comes. When you are sitting, what is his attitude? Yaha sarvatra anabhisnehaha. See, the words are chosen. There also, he said that he is not unduly anudvikna manaha. He did not say he is not perturbed. Anudvikna. Here also, anabhisneha, unduly attached. Unduly attached. Tat tat prapya shubhastatam. When Shubha comes, Ashubha comes. Na adhinandati, not dveshti. He is neither excited nor hates the opposite. Tasya prajna pratisita. His wisdom is pity. All of us get this back. Is it back? I'm 85. Gathered so much of experience and wisdom. But I can't use it because this body is, cannot take it. 27th morning, I have a appointment. She called me for dance. I can't do both on the same day. Next day, 3 o'clock, my Bhagawad starts for 10 days. This body is useless. So I want a new body, new car. How death is bad. Without casting it off, how will I get a new car? Now you know the latest. Your car, you give it a scrap value. You get a lot of money. In that, government is giving some incentives, right? Lot of money. And nearly 1/3 of the new car value is metal. So this body is useless now. I have to cast it off. Your mobile itself works in 4 years, you have to throw it away. Once in 4 years, you have to throw it. They make it like that. So this body, I have got so much experience and knowledge. I want to put it into practice. I need a different body. Yada samharate chayam purmongani sarvashaha indriyani indriyapekyaha tasya prajna. The last two verses, when Subha Ashubha comes here, he is moving and sees something which is not conducive to his wisdom. Ajamila was going. Ajamila was going. He says, no, we are 3,000 years backward compared to that instance. He sees a lady drunk, dancing on the road, dress falling off. We are 3,000 years backward. That man got caught. And a Gnani will see in that the packet of things, or sees a mother in them. Because a dead body cannot dance. It is the life that dances. He sees the beauty also. Body without life gets decomposed. So whenever he sees something active, something beautiful, he is reminded of God. Or merely this body and all that, he sees only a packet of filth. He has no value. But he is moving, he has to see that Ajamila could have withdrawn. He didn't do. He didn't. So what you should do when you are moving? Tortoise on the beach moves. On the beach, when urchins are storing through, it withdraws all its limbs under its shell and gets protected. So when you are moving, your senses, all the limbs, your senses, right? You withdraw under the shell of the cell, under the shell of the cell. That is what this man does. Because the outside world cannot disturb you unless you open up your antennae and connect to them. You withdraw. Do not connect to them. You try to focus inside. That was my example. This is what I said. Best of literatures in the world. There are going to be people. In every literature books, spiritual books, religious books, there are a few examples beautiful. There's no doubt in every religious book or in every poetry. But the examples here Vyasa has given, nowhere repeated. Nowhere. That's why Gurudev says, Stita Prajna is a word painting. It's a word painting. Through words, a painting. How normal painting you see, in a painting you can see motion. As though horse is running. You can see motion, but you can't see 3 dimensions. In a sculpture, you can see all dimensions, but you can't see movement. So in this word painting, Vyasa's word painting, you can see motion and all dimensions. Yada samharate chayam kurmongvaneva sarvashaha indriyam indriyapuryaha tatsya prajna pratishtha. And when it does like that, Vishya Bhinivartante Niraharasya Dehinaha Rasavartam Rasopyasya Param Rupva Nivartate. when you practice for some time, any withdrawal, with the substitution, higher goal. Otherwise, suppression will only blast. Suppression will only blast. You have some goal, therefore you are leaving. That's called sublimation. It's not suppression, sublimation. Right? And when you leave, like tortoise, for some time taste will linger on. But when you steadily lift your mind to higher things, even the taste drops off when you have that experience of the beginning. Right? Vishaya, Vishaya means object. Vinivartan, receive from you when you have withdrawn. But taste will be there. But taste also will drop down when you experience the thing. Therefore, withdrawal, pratyahara, is a means to experience God. Otherwise, mere withdrawal is only a suppression. That should be used for that. And when you have withdrawn and found that, then this will drop. Yatato yapi kaunteya purushasya vipachitaha indriyani pramatini aradhi prasabhakumanaha. Even for for a very advanced man of learning, right? His senses are turbulent. They drift the mind off. So can I have licenses? No. When I said even for a advanced man's mind is drifted off by the senses, be alert, be vigilant. That is the meaning. It's not that because it is difficult even for him, I allow myself to. No, it is difficult. That is the reason you should get it. And be vigilant, be alert. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta sita mapparaha vashehi yaskendriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. Be vigilant, be alert to the senses, controlling all of them. How do you control? Matparaha, having me as the goal. Having me as the goal. Your children, every day evening, they should meet all their friends, play football, cricket, badminton, right? Or watch TVs, movies, and all that. During exams, exam, you have to tell him, hey, don't see TV, don't go. You have to tell him. He will insult because he has the goal, higher goal. He has the higher goal. So, matparaha, when you have me as the goal, when your mind is hooked to me, then this will happen without difficulty and effort. Right? How to be alert? How to be vigilant? He now says how the fall happens. It's called ladder of fall. Next verses. Opposite of this ladder of fall is the ladder of rise in Bhagawad, 9th verse. Tatsangati. Ladder of fall. How does it fall? Dhyayato Shyan Pumsaha. Sangaha Keshu Pajayate. Sanga Samjayate Kamaha. Kamat Prodho Vijayate. Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha. Sammoha Smuti Vipramaha. Smuti Vipramsha Duttinashaha. Duttinashat Pranashyati. Nashyati, last. Pranashyati, lost beyond repair, destroyed beyond repair. You are destroyed beyond repair when you are lost your discriminative powers. Then you are no different from an animal. Animals and human beings, only this discriminative power. Otherwise, you are the same. Cow can give milk, but it cannot make ice cream out of it. Cow can give milk, but it cannot make ice cream or pani out of that. Butter, you have that power. Wherever there's a power, it can be positive and negative. Electricity can bless you and also face you. You have to be careful. Otherwise, pranashyati, you are destroyed. How to be careful? Yayato vishayan pumsaha. Continuously contemplating on sense objects. Vishaya means that which binds is called a Vishaya. Visinoti. Shaya, that which bites. Dhyayataha, continuously thinking about it. Attachment. Attachment. Sangaha. Sangat sabjayate gramaha. With that attachment of your contemplation on a particular object or an experience, you've got a desire to possess it. Kamat bhavati sammoha. When you have a desire, you are totally deluded for everything positive around you. Right? Positive around. Kamat bhavati sammoha. Sammoha, when you are deluded, you lose memory of all the values, knowledge that you got. You don't even know whom you are talking. Your father, mother, husband, you talk as you like. If you don't know, see the TV serials. I was seeing about 10, 12 years back, right? They will call the husband names. Understand? They will call names. Right? At that time, they lost all the values. They have gathered because angry. Because angry, you lose all values. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti Sruti Brahmshat, when you are detached from all the values and experiences, Buddhi Nashaha, you have no discriminative power. And when Buddhi is gone, discriminative power is gone, Pranashyati, you are destroyed. What is the crux here? Yayataha, you see an object. You are walking on Second Avenue, Ananagar. Saw an object. It's good, come back. Gurudev said beautifully in the Himalayas, asked Swami, how are the mountains, the snowy mountains, beautiful Swami. What do you think about this tree? Extraordinary. What about Ganga? Then Gurudev said, Gurudev's Guru, enjoy them, but don't possess them. Second Avenue, see, good, walk out. You want to inquire, what sati is this? Just see. Put some money. And then go into the shop. You just ask him, what is this price? He will see to that you will not return without buying.
Yeah.
You will not return without buying. If I have seen and come back, that's called Dhyayataha. See something, see beautiful and come back. Think about second time, third time, you cannot stop at a fourth. If you can't catch at the first step, you cannot catch it at all. So be alert to the thoughts, vigilant to the thoughts. Catch it at the first itself. Don't allow it to gather second, third momentum. Agatvesha vijittestu vishayan indriyecharan atmavachye devyatma prasadapatake. What is the use of the self-control, self-control? What do we get? Now the next few slokas are beautiful. When we're free from raga and dvesha, vishayan indriyecharan, moving in the sense objects with the senses open, but no attachment, no hatred. When you are moving, you were peaceful. You enjoy, don't want to possess. You are peaceful, prasada. Why? Because you are under the bliss of the Atman. Atma Vashyehi Videyatma. He is connected to the Atma. He is enjoying that. He moves, he enjoys everything. He enjoys everything. Right? And such a man gets peace. Prasada. Prasada means peace. Your family. Prasad. Right? Prasada means it's called prasada because you have done puja and all that. After doing all that, you get peace. Symbolically, they give you prasada. Symbolically, because there, when prasada is given, you don't get Just you don't decide. You just take it Krishna from. And that's prasade sarva dukkhanam anirvasyopajaayati. Prasannate purushashuhu buddhi paryati. When your mind is quiet and calm, all the turbulences that you face to God, you think the world is coming to an end, you have so many problems. When your mind is peaceful and calm, life is peace, nothing disturbs. नास्ति बुद्धिरहितस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयते शान्ति अशान्तस्य कृतस्य. A man who is not integrated means brought the mind under the control of the intellect. That's called integrated. A man who is not integrated, such a man cannot meditate. Na cha ayuktasya bhavana. Na cha abhavayata. One who doesn't have the meditative mood in him. There is no peace. And if there is no peace, you have all comforts. You have all comforts. If you have no peace, that comfort will not work. You are terribly disturbed. AC is there, everything is there, fridge is there, lovely chocolates are there, you can't sleep. If you have no peace. Tyagaraja said, Shantamudeka, Saukhyamudegu, without peace, don't have service. Right? And now the one more lovely, I told you examples. One is Kurma. Another is the ladder of fall. Lovely example. Now, one more thing. Yanisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagrita Samyani Yasyam Jagrita Bhutan Yanisha Pashyatu. Huh? Huh. Two steps of it. Indriyanam hitarata mano anubhiyate tadasya harti prajnam vayogmadam vasi. When you are moving in the senses, if you allow the mind to drift, you can see. But the mind doesn't get distracted, seeing won't affect you. When with the seeing, mind gets distracted, it's like a boat tossed and drifted away by turbulent winds. By turbulent winds. Tasmat yasya mahabaho nigrihindhan sarvasah indriyan indriyabhyah tasya. So Arjuna, Mahabaho, broad-shouldered, man who can fight and destroy all, that's not your strength. That is brute strength. What is your strength? If you can control your mind. Prahlada says all the time in Bhagavatam, Kama Krodha is 6 enemies in you, you are not able to control and fight. You are taking, I am the Lord of the entire universe. Stupid, he's telling his father. He's telling, you could not control 6 enemies in you. You want to listen? 28, 3 to 5, up to 7. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jakriti samyami yasyam jakriti bhutani sanisha pashyatu. What is that state? How can I tell? You can't experience it. Why? Because that man is a night watchman. Why? When you are all awake, he sleeps. Daytime. When you all sleep in the night time, he is awake. Night watchman. A gnani is a night watchman. Yanisha, what is night to all? Tasyam jagrita samyami. In that, the self-controlled one is awake. Yasyam jagriti, where you are all awake, he sleeps. It's not night watchman. The world that to which you are awake, he has no interest, he sleeps. The world he is enjoying inside, you have no entry. You have no, your world he doesn't want. His world you cannot enter. Apuryamanam achalapratishtham samudramapa pravyanti yadvate tadvat. See, that's one more example. That day night, I told you, lovely example. There is one more coming. Apuryamanam achalapratishtham samudramapa pravyanti yadvate tadvat kamayam pravyanti sarve. Billions of gallons are entering into ocean every minute. Amazon, Brahmaputra, Ganga, billions. Well, ocean doesn't rise. 6 years, no rain. Water doesn't get, dried up. Why it is full? This Gnani is so full. So many desires trying to enter him. He doesn't get any. When they don't come, he's not right. That is his state. When all desires, like the rivers, enter into the ocean, cannot cannot unsettle its balance. So also, the desires that you get, or things that you don't get, cannot unsettle his balance. One more lovely example. Apur Yamanam, that is which is complete. Samudram, ocean. Apaha, waters. Apuryamanam samudramapaha pravishyatva. As they enter, Tatvat Kama, similarly desires, Tatvat Kama pravishyatva, enter into this man of realization. Sir, na shantim, sa shantim apnoti, he gains peace. Na kama kami, the desirer of desires, will never get peace. He will never get peace. So don't you discuss. Vihaya kaman yasarvam pumastin tirati nishtoha nirmamo nirahankaraha tashanti matigette. One who moves vihaya, casting off kaman desires, he started that. Prajahati yada kama, he is concluding. That is the way he is the subject. What you start, you should conclude. That's called upakramana upasamhara. Vihaya kaman yas sarvan pumansarati nishruhaha. When not interested, detached, he moves with the ego. I am the body. Nirmamaha, they are mine. Ahankara, mamakara. Ahankara, I am the body. Mamakara, these are mine. When he moves without attachment, Shanti Matigachati, he gains the peace. You understand? Yesha Brahmi Sthiti Prarthanainam Praptim Sthitvasyam Antakale Brahma Nirvanam Chati. Yesha Brahmi Sthiti, this glorious state of infinite state of bliss. Once having tested it, got it, even seen a little of it once, thereafter he is not deluded by the charms of the world. Once only he has to see a bit, that's enough. Om Dashaniti, Srimad Bhagawad Gita, Upanishasu, Brahma Vidyayam, Yoga Shastre, Sri Krishnartina Samvade, Sankhya Yogo Nama, Vidyaya, Sarvadharman Kalpyajya, Mamekam Sharanam Raja, Kalpasam Bhavevya, Mokshayishyari, Mahasyaha. Third chapter, inshallah, starts on June 20th. Right? Okay. All right.
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे